Hello, conscious breathers, infinite beings alike, breath family. Today's topic is the nose and trauma. Hello, what's going on? Hello. Infinite risings from Miami. Well, it's evening time. We're going to talk about the nose and trauma. I should also title this Breath Consciousness because this specific chapter is going to be in my book. And it goes so deep. It really does. All the way to what they're doing today in terms of taking noses off of great pharaohs and great people, so to speak. What's going on, guys? So let's get into it. So the nose and trauma, how are they directly correlated, and how? So when you're in the womb as a fetus, what are you doing most of the time when you're swimming in urine, when you're swimming in that embryonic fluid? What are you doing most of the time? And how are you breathing? You're mostly breathing with your nose. When we came out the womb, and we took that gasp of that first trauma, like, whoa, that gasp, this is why doing birth at home is so powerful in the long run, because you have, especially if you're doing it at home, you most likely have this consciousness to do, have some type of healing ritual, so to speak, always playing beautiful music and going through the ritual of having the baby the way we're supposed to have the baby. And even doing the water births, that's truly, truly powerful. So I say that to say, that's how far our breath goes in terms of trauma. That first gasp. And then you have the external world in terms of your parents, government, whatever it is now pushing things down your throat. Through the mouth. Through the mouth. Not through the nose, more through the mouth, if anything. That trauma goes so deep. So when you have that single focus in terms of breath and the consciousness of what the breath has to provide, that consciousness goes into so far back into when you were close to that baby essence that you were. That's how far it goes. And it can go even farther when you're in that womb, mostly breathing with your nose, and touch source consciousness as it is. You. Now, the embryonic fluid is literally you, right? It's literally urine, urea, and a bunch of other beautiful, harmonious liquids that you're surrounding yourself with. What's the sound of that? You can receive questions, but you can't show them on the screen. Oh, okay. Interesting. Whoever got a badge, thank you. Oh, elevated. Hey, brother. Thank you, brother. I didn't even know the whole badge thing was a thing. But yeah, you guys are more than welcome to do that. Much appreciated. Much love. Yeah, so going back into that homeostasis, that first generative essence and being that you are in the womb, most likely breathing with your nose, and you're so connected to source at that point in time. But let's look at the liquid that you're embellishing in terms of urine and your own essence. That's literally what it is. Beyond the urinary factor, beyond that, this is what I mean by you have less external features encompassing your body. Organ breathing. Man, this is why I love organ breathing, because it literally is a protector for your energetics, your aura, so to speak. But going back to the fact that, you know, you being in your own bubble and just seeing your bubble for what it is and seeing the energetics that you have an influence on that bubble versus external forces that are trying to always come in with its whatever, its dogmatic state, its influence of energy. So us being in that womb, what does it tell us? It tells us that our external energy radiates beyond the internal, but it radiates outwardly, where we can be embellished in it, and we can see how the internal body also affects the external body, and it's really the spirit going outwardly as well in terms of your aura, so to speak. And when you really think about it in depth, when you look at the electromagnetic sphere that's beaming out of you from your heart, as they see, it also shows us that the spirit is not just in the body. The body is actually in the spirit. Because if we have an aura, and you can look at Chinese medicine as well, where we can go on bits and parts of your aura and say, all right, something's wrong with your kidneys, something's wrong with this organ, so to speak. That shows us that our internal world is constantly radiating outwardly. And that goes so deep into the breath in terms of breath consciousness. That inhale, you're taking in information. The exhale, you're internalizing information rather than dealing too much on external influence. This is why we focus more on the exhales, if anything, and we don't do any breath holding whatsoever in alchemy, because we are tired of external forces ruling the way you breathe. Again, just like the quote, external forces will rule the way you breathe until you rule the way you breathe. You could care less how much oxygen is in the air. All you just need is that one little speck. But how is that one little speck going to be used efficiently? And this is the number one thing when I work with people hiking up the mountains or high elevation training in that sense. This is what we focus on. CO2 tolerance and building that up in the body, mainly using the nose and detaching from the trauma from the mouth. And really diving deep into it all. And really letting that internal dialogue be loud as ever, because in terms of that external dialogue beaming at us, as soon as you open your eyes and you see everything, you're digesting that. Your brain is saying, what am I going to do with all this? What am I going to do with all this? You know, this is why transcendental meditation is the first step. How can you meditate with your eyes open? You know, you can actually sleep with your eyes open. And that state of consciousness is understanding that this internal world that has an infinite source of energy, I'm going to harmonize it with it as so much as possible, that as soon as it leaves, I at least acknowledge that it's there, to even give it more frequency and in-depth frequency at that sense, to acknowledge the bubble around me and the bubble extending around me. Because it does. Your exhale carries that essence as well. And that exhale travels 3 days to the other side of the globe, and then you're going to inhale it back. So when you hear some people say, exhale what no longer serves you, exhale what blah, 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 blah. Well, everything serves you. Everything serves you. And when you acknowledge that, you acknowledge your place as a co-creator. Everything serves you. Why the hell would I want to demonize my exhales for when it's going to feed another tree, when it's going to feed someone that's gasping for air? Nah, I want the highest of love embellished in that breath. And that's a frequency I am going to ride as much as possible. My children sleep with their eyes half open. Wow. Does anyone want to go live? You're more than welcome to hop on here live. So when you master the breath, in terms of whenever you see an emotional uptick, whenever you see some internal dialogue that is beaming out of you, try to fix the breath first. Before even thinking of anything else, try to fix the breath first. Because when you fix the inspiration, that quality of inspiration goes up in terms of the inhale. That quality of inspiration goes up to then feed the mind, because the mind follows the breath. The mind follows the breath. The mind, the physical brain, cannot have any such activity when there is no oxygen traveling to the damn brain. The mind follows the breath. And the breath follows cosmic intelligence. Point blank period. Does anyone want to go live and share anything? You're more than welcome to hop on here. I'm going on week 6, no weed. Hey brother, do you want to hop on here live? Let me see if I can. Oh, I can go live. Hop on here. Yeah, elevated is is now rippling through different dimensions of seeing how powerful it is to again have that internal willpower. Hey brother.
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening?
Nothing much.
So week number 6 of no weed.
Yeah.
How do you feel, and do you want to tell us about your breath journey with me and the couple months we've been at it?
Well, a couple months we've been at it. You helped me stop smoking and stop smoking weed. I'm able to like dream again. I'm having more vivid dreams. Not all of them are great, but you know, it is what it is.
Hey, you're going through that inner dialogue. It's a journey, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to like process it all, and I'm actually able to process it clearly without any kind of like, you know, clouded thoughts or jaded perspectives. I don't know, it's a little different for me. I'm not really used to it, so I'm trying to make sense of it all.
That's a powerful tiering of the levels of just you understanding and seeing the in-depth consciousness that you're like, whoa, I never even thought about thinking this way, and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I stopped the 12-year habit, 12-year daily habit.
Oh, Sam, okay.
On both of them, you know, cigarettes and weed. So it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of, in a way, I feel like I'm trying to relearn how to live and breathe at the same time. You know, I'm able to sleep again without, like, I was having trouble sleeping at first, but the what do you call it, the sleep videos and stuff that you made, those definitely help. I like the Alan Watts one. That one I use a lot.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I never thought I'd be here, like, you know, saying all of this with that I'm not smoking and all of this. I just figured, like, fuck it, you know, it's good. I enjoy it. I just continue it. But it's nice to
And
try new things.
yeah, it opens a different perspective of life because you're breathing more with life than against life.
Yeah, I utilize the threes a lot when I do when I walk the dog. I started exercising again regularly. Um, I started going for runs. So
Yeah,
they're
those dogs are motivators too.
yeah, they definitely are.
Hey.
She likes when I do the fire breathing, you know, the quick breaths.
Mm-hmm.
They come over and they start licking my face and trying to. They get all crazy, you know. But it's it's a great journey, and I can't thank you enough. It's I really appreciate everything you've done.
You
I
got
know
it, brother.
I missed some appointments here and there, but I try to stay consistent as best as I can.
Hey, that's what it's about. It's about, like we spoke about it. Like I said, you're gonna learn a handful of more than a handful, but different dynamics of what the breath has to offer. The point throughout the day, though, as you go on, in your everyday life, is not to beat yourself up. Hey, I didn't do this yesterday. I didn't do that yesterday. Well, it's a brand new day to do something.
Yeah, each breath is a new moment.
Oof, yeah.
But yeah, thank you though. I really appreciate it.
No problem, brother. And yeah, you're always welcome to hop on here live, and we can even go in deeper convo when those times come.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let someone else hop on.
All
So
right. Cool.
see you soon, brother. Peace. All right, someone else wanted to hop on. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. But like I said, quality breaths equals quality life equals quality perception of life, right? You can't negate it. You just you just can't, because it's literally within every equation of things that we do. And shoot, the equation goes the equation is wild. Imagine equations of life go so deep in the sense of you getting home safe. Imagine that one little speck of wind could have tossed over a truck or something, and God forbids, imagine like the equation of things in the sense of the experiences. The breath is in every equation. The breath is in every equation. And shoot, I'm gonna go to some of my old material that I did on Amazon, which you can find. Um, Alchemy Breathwork for breath consciousness beings as yourself, so to speak. And that's when my message truly got clear and clear. I'm like, I'm not here to debate anyone. I'm just showing a sense of a different perspective on breath and the consciousness behind the breath itself, going beyond just breath work. Hence the word alchemy, breath work, not just breath work. The alchemical side of the breath work. It's not just the thing being completed, it's how did we do the thing? Always. Always. And I'd rather live life more in the parasympathetic than the sympathetic. When you just look at the definitions of things, like what kind of life do you really want? if you look at the definitions of both sympathetic and parasympathetic, and just add the life at the end of it, and really ask yourself, do I want more of a sympathetic or more of a parasympathetic rather than a sympathetic? Up and down. Wow. I don't know what happened there. Somebody was supposed to go live. Requests. Do you practice breath work through the day or during the mornings? So intensive breath work, I guess you could say, I do 6 hours a day. Breath work in general, 24 hours, even tying into mental breath work and organ breathing, like so many different dimensions of it. And some people here from Breath Family are on here. If they want to come on live, you guys are more than welcome to hop on live. I don't know what happened. Someone joined. I think I might have froze because I don't see the other person hopping on. It says waiting for Deborah. Okay. Waiting for Deborah. That was a pretty good one. So, this beautiful park here. The whole day is breath work. Pretty much, yeah. Whew. I'm on the nails talking to you guys. And my veins are popping. But yes, these are the nails. The one and only nails. Super sharp. Does anybody else want to hop on live? Because Deborah is having issues hopping on. It may be me, I don't know, but I'm in a bubble over here. For beginners, which breathwork is the best? I will be making. We can do one right now. Let's see. 23 people on. What brand nails? If you guys want the nails, DM me. They're coming out with gold, copper, and these are already in silver. Ooh, I feel electric. Man. And then grounding after this because all your points have been activated. So when I go earth and walk around barefoot, like I could feel like I'm pulling energy from the earth even more. Like it's not even about pulling, but it's more about harmonizing again with natural law. Natural law will always be. So if you guys want to do a breathwork session, let's share this live with somebody. Get them to hop on. Let's elevate the frequency. If we can get up to 40 people, we can get into a breathwork session. Meridian blasts open. Oh yeah, pretty much. The meridians are open even more, and you can take in more. That's the point. Opening your meridians that may have been clogged by trauma, unhealthy breath patterns, and food. Because at the end of the day, we are light beings, we are energetic beings, we are crystallized beings, we are breath beings. Powerful. Yeah, guys, so share this live with whoever, wherever, whomever. If we get up to 40, we'll get into a breathwork session here. We're at 23, so someone shared it with somebody. Where to buy? Yeah, just DM me, and we can get it over to you wherever you are. Does anybody want to hop on here live? See Gerald, Deborah. I don't know what's going on, Deborah. I don't know what's going on. It's not allowing you to hop on here at all. I just sent it to a bunch of folks. Cool. Fire. Yeah, let's. Because I was planning on going on Facebook Live after this, giving Facebook some love. Like, who still uses Facebook? People still use Facebook, but yeah. 1 billion people. Close to 1 billion, right? No, a million something people. But who's like really actively like using it? And then it ties into like how we're using it, you know? Again, it's how you do things. Who are you following? Notice I don't follow that many people for a reason. Yeah, how are you doing things? Is things feeding you, depleting you? You know, these are the questions you need to ask yourself when moving on to the next breath. All right, Dancing Medicine wants to come on. Oh, the pyramid? It's by Paradigm. If you want 10% off, use Breath 369. Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
Electric, and you?
Pretty good, pretty beautiful. Just thought no one's hopping on, might as well, right?
Yeah, so you want to add on to the topic?
Well, I just resonate.
Or you had questions?
I just resonate with what you're saying about it's how we do everything, and I don't see myself as no expert of this of really embodying the breath work in every moment, but I come to that awareness like throughout the day of it's how I'm harmonizing with my environment and my body that depicts how I'm engaging with it and what information I receive back. So it's it's similar to if I'm like seeing love and beauty in my heart, I'm gonna see love and beauty all around me. But if I'm seeing all the negativity that I am upset about myself, this and that, I'm not at this place yet, or I've hurt this person, or then I'm just gonna see that negativity around me as well. So I did also have a question though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Just like wondering what kind of tips or techniques you might be able to offer around like really intense, uncontrollable, like body anxiety and from like trauma.
So do you mean body anxiety in the sense of panic attack?
Yeah, on the lines of like panic attack, but like, yeah.
So check this out. For many people, you know how hard it is to tell someone, "Hey, calm down, slow down your breath, relax."
Mm-hmm.
You know, psychologically, they're not there. they're in a different, state of being, and instead of ignoring that, we could harmonize with it, shift it, and alchemize it. Keyword alchemy, breath work. So most of the time, what's going to happen is they're already panting, already breathing with the mouth already, right? So what you can do, and you're going to do it with them, or if this is just you by yourself, and you're realizing what's happening, if you have that emotional intelligence, what you could do then is go fast pace, only with the nose. And just you doing this with them, let's say it's someone else and they're having that anxiety panic attack, you doing it with them. Hey. Hey. Yeah, so you doing it with them. So just them hearing you is really, really powerful too. So with them hearing that, they're going to try to, keep up with you and do it with you. And then you can go to threes. You take a regular inhale and then 3 partial breath out. And that will say and signal into their brains, we're like, oh, I can shift my emotion. I can shift what's happening in this field of this co-creative experience that I am now acknowledging that I am a co-creator within this. It's not just this doing it to me, but I'm also part of the being, the doing, it all, so to speak, and putting you in the driver's seat in that position. And then you also remind them saying, hey, you're breathing, you're breathing, you're breathing, you're breathing, you're breathing, you're breathing, breathing. See? And some of them really might be even saying like, oh, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. You know? So they already told themselves, switching that on mentally. So now you got to say, I can, I can, I can. And you're just saying that to them as well. But if this is just you by yourself, now I would say like, I can breathe, I can breathe, I can breathe, I can breathe, I can, I can.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. That's beautiful. I love that because verbal communication doesn't really work when it's like trauma triggers. So thank you so much for that. And I was just wondering, do you have a recommendation around like where you're breathing from like belly, from heart, chest, or
so you definitely want to breathe from your belly, and this is why nasal breathing is really great overall. The more you do the nasal breathing, you could be, in hindsight, you could be in any position. And this is for someone who has been doing it for a very long time, but you can just be in any position and work out that position just with the nose. So you can breathe better in any position, not just having that crutch on the chair or whatever and then going straight. But in hindsight, anyway, you still want to be breathing from your diaphragm, straight from your diaphragm. Because the diaphragm is where most of the blood is anyway. And the more you do that, let's say you're in lotus, and lotus is very uncomfortable for you. The more you breathe from your diaphragm, the more you'll start to realize I am pumping blood from the bottom of my feet going back and forth. And the more I can breathe optimally, the more I can alchemize what is quote unquote pain to quote unquote energy. Like this is not pain. This is an energetic exercise.
Well, and
shifting going up my body,
right,
into my diaphragm where most of the blood is, and then utilize it for whatever purposes you want to use it for.
Right.
Manifestation, physical.
Beautiful, yeah. And the nails, they're not pain, partially because they're spread out, right? If you have one nail in the middle of your foot.
Oh no, I mean pain in the sense of how you define pain. Because not everyone can just get on here. Apparently, I try to get them to focus on the breath too, but some of them really might find this painful.
Right. Yeah. I haven't tried it, so I don't know what it's like. But I guess my point was that if I'm focusing on that spot that's like that I'm anxious in, or that, even in my mind, focusing on the stimulation of thoughts that are partially creating some of the stimulation, then, and not moving it anywhere, not doing anything with it, it's just gonna probably be more painful because it's like but if I'm doing that breath, moving the energy, and just I'm moving the energy throughout the body, and trusting in that our system to release and process. That's kind of what I was getting at with the nails. But yeah. Thank you, brother.
That's another plus I want to say lastly when it comes to breathing with your nose, because that nose creates the internal spiral versus the mouth. When you were to chop off your head and see it in two, you could see the conch shell of how the nose is in that spiral. So that's going to send a signal to most of your blood, which is 70% pumped by the lungs, to be more in quote unquote harmony, versus mouth that doesn't create that spiral. that's where the imbalance starts to play, and that's how it affects the blood.
Beautiful, brother. Thank you so much. He's taking it over.
Hey, definitely play some subliminal breath work for him, and you're gonna have a super baby.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, brother. Peace.
Yeah, peace to you.
All right. Someone wants to hop on here live. Someone else wanted to. Mojo Brown.
Hey,
Evening
how
to
you doing,
you.
man? Good to see you.
Electric.
Thank you. So great to see you, man.
Likewise, brother. You wanna add on to the topic, or you have any questions?
Yes. Thank you so much. I listened to your podcast lately, and I got a lot of information. So, guys watching, just get a podcast. You can get a lot of information. Google Podcast, Black Airbender, on live. And I wanted to ask you, where do you get this silver pyramids from? And what does it
Oh,
do?
it's actually not silver. It's gold and copper,
Okay.
and it's orgone plated. So what they do is they get crystals into a dust, and they powder
Yeah.
either it'll be titanium or steel, one or the other. They powder it, and then they ionize, electrify the gold and the copper, and then they melt it on. So it's more than just metal plated. Actually, is what they call orgone plated. And those who know the history of orgone energy and William Wright going around the world healing people in his
Yeah.
box, so to speak.
Yeah.
The daughter of William saw the creator, Fred Bell, walked into a room. Yeah, there you go. He walks into the room wearing it, and she looks at it. She goes, orgone plated. Like she even knew, because it just, and who knows, maybe she even has the eye, because you can see certain things like the aura beaming from something, or just feel it, so to speak, right? And you get used to it, because she is the daughter of someone who knows a lot about orgone energy, right? So it just makes sense.
Cool. And where do you get them?
From paradigm.com, and use the code
Paradigm.
yeah, PYRADYNE.com.
Okay. Can I use the code you said?
Yeah, use the code breath369, and you guys will get 10% off, and 10% off is a lot.
Yay! Yay!
It is.
Thanks.
Especially when you go on the site, you actually use it. It's like, yeah, I'm happy I used it.
Sure. Another thing I wanted to ask you, like wearing masks, how do you recommend breathing under a mask? Because it's so hard.
Mainly through the nose, of course, for sure. And threes is really good under the mask. They're just going while you're wearing the mask. If you ever feel any dizziness, wearing the mask at all. Also, spraying it with like essential oils. That's one.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, spraying it with something like essential oils. Definitely, guys, check out Nature Herself 369. A lot of herbal sprays, and even this one is filled with crystals as well, if you guys can hear it. We started putting crystals in them because water holds memory, right? So, like, why not? And spray your mask, and then it's not just cleaning the mask. That's not the main point, too, but you're creating negative ions in the air, and that's aromatherapy, just like that. It's aromatherapy too. It's very calming and healing for the parasympathetic nervous system.
Do you recommend any smells? Any specific smells?
Yeah, this one's good. Moon water. So moon water has quartz, rose oil, ylang ylang, which is my favorite, and gardenia oil.
That was also 369's what?
Yeah, natureherself369.com.
Nature herself.
Yep, 369.com. And this is one of them, the moon. If you guys could see that.
Oh yeah, moon water. Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much.
No problem, brother.
Thank you, young God.
We literally have the water sitting out in the Marne glass under the moon, 24/7. And then we put it in
Oh,
the
okay.
bottle.
Oh, okay. So you got that little extra mojo on it.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
but yeah.
Thanks. Thanks so much. And another thing, it was Paradigm. P-Y-R.
PYRADANE.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, God.
Okay.
Supreme
And
Being.
I'm electric.
Uh,
Yeah.
I wanna practice the breath work, and then I'll book a 101 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But I want to be a little bit adept. I don't want to jump in it like not knowing
Oh
anything
no,
about.
alchemy breathwork is for all levels. It's not.
Okay.
People may look at it as too advanced, so to speak, but that's beyond the
Yeah.
point. It's not. It's not. It's really not. It's for all levels. All levels. And no matter how. I had a lot of people from different breathwork camps as well, and it just blows their mind open. So I don't care how advanced you are. This is something that has been suppressed for so long in terms of the parasympathetic style of life. Everyone's looking on the external, looking at things like that. But
Yeah.
the internal
So
world is now, it's a time of the internal world. It's time.
You felt, man. Where are you at?
I'm in Miami.
Okay, looks beautiful, man. Looks so beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Black Air, and hope to see you soon.
All right, brother. Till next time. Peace.
Thank you.
All right. Someone wants to hop on here live. Okay. Alexandra. Looks like I got two phones here. Oh, is that a photographer? Oh. Technically, every breath makes the diaphragm move. If you're breathing from your nose, there's always going to be a lag time when it comes to utilizing the mouth. And again, if I want to be more efficient as possible, do you really want a lag? I want direct source. Direct source. Cut out the middleman. I want direct source. That tube goes straight and there's no lag. I want direct source, and this is direct source. No one else wants to go on live. I know, Alexandra, I don't know what's happening. Now I got two people hopping on. You guys are more than welcome. Oh, there we go. Hello there.
Hi.
Where are we calling from?
So I'm calling from Madison. This was a very random. Someone just sent me your live, and they were like, "Look at this human," and I'm like, "Wow, he sounds like he knows a lot of things." I've actually been suffering with really bad seizures, and I have a 5G tower that's it's like less than a mile away from my house. But I'm wondering if you know like anything about seizures or anything that I can like practice to try to calm them down or even like get them kind of away from me.
Yeah, we could definitely do something right now, but I want to ask, one thing we should start getting the habit of doing, doesn't matter if you're outside, doesn't matter if you're inside, try to be barefoot as much as possible. Because when you're bare feet, as long as there's wood, tile still in your house, you can just ground just like that, just being bare feet inside. It's perfectly fine. You don't have to go outside, but it's preferred you go outside. But when you do that, the voltage in your body in terms of negative ions go up, and it actually protects you from 5G and also creates a more homeostasis in your body.
Yeah, I took my socks off. They already feel better.
Hey, the feet breathes too. The feet needs to breathe.
Okay. Thank you. I don't know if you know any other things or if I should just probably schedule some sort of an appointment. I want to
Oh
get one
yeah,
of those cleaning things.
yeah. We can definitely do something now. This is also great for EMF protection, and I'm really curious. I've had one person with brain issues wear this, and it was very healing. But that was more in the realm of brain issues that they were dealing with, and we saw side by side how the inflammation went down. Just saying. That's that's all it boils down to in terms of healing. How much inflammation and what rate can I heal the inflammation to be quote unquote more elevated being or a more healing being? Again, rather more in the parasympathetic side than the sympathetic side. Sympathetic breath work in terms of mouth breathing, things like that, will have its spike of benefits, sure. But again, it also creates a lag because cortisol levels rise up in your bloodstream because your body is saying, protection, protection, we're in flight or flight. Beware, beware. Literally gets you in that state. And we already overstimulated enough. We really are. Some of you just really got to be honest with yourself. You're already overstimulated enough. And when is enough is enough? And enough is enough when you're ready to commit to yourself and say that I deserve a higher quality of life.
Yeah. Thank you.
And that definitely starts with the breath, for sure. So let's get into some right now. And it's a simple one. We're gonna do a continuous breath, no holding whatsoever. Only utilizing the nose. And you're gonna start with your eyes looking up, gazing towards the middle of your forehead. You can have your eyelids closed or halfway closed, up to you. Hey guys, get in position if you can, join in. And then we can share a little bit of our experiences afterwards. So you're going to then curl your tongue. This is your tongue. You're going to curl it to the roof of your mouth, the soft palate. You're going to hold it there. You're going to stretch it there. And the next lock after that is your exhales. And with your exhales, you want to squeeze your pelvic floor only on the exhales and let go on the inhales. So the style of breath we'll be doing is we're going to go back and forth. I'm going to snap my fingers. And when I snap my fingers, that means we switch. I want to do less talking as possible. I want to have more breath as possible as we keep on going and flowing back and forth. So the sequence of breath we're going to be doing, it's a regular inhale and a 3 partial breath out. So we'll be doing a couple of breaths like that. And then I'm going to snap my fingers. And then when I snap my fingers, we're going to go straight to just regular breaths. And then I'm going to snap my fingers after that. And then we're going to go into pure silence of the breath where you can't hear the breath whatsoever. And you're going to slow down your exhales a lot longer than your inhales. Let that inhale come in naturally and really slow down your exhales longer and longer. All right, you got it? All right, you can be on the edge of a chair. You can be laying down flat, guys. Who else is out there? You can be in lotus. However you feel comfortable. Main point is to have your spine straight. You can be on a nail board like I am. Just be comfortable and have that spine straight. Relax your shoulders. Have your eyes looking up. And try not swallowing your saliva until we get into the regulation of the breath, which is this pure silence. So I'm going to remind you to just slow down the breath when we get to that point. All right, ready? So eyes gazing, tongue on the roof. Remember, squeeze your pelvic floor. Everything go to the bathroom with only on the exhales. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Silence. Breathe where you can't hear the breath at all. Eyes still gazing, tongue on the roof of the mouth. Only with the nose. Slow down your exhales a lot longer than your inhales.
Return innocent potential energy, nourishing critical mass, the abyss, the clean fire, influence, duration, retreat, the power of the great progress, darkening of the light, polarizing, opposition, obstruction,
With every breath, I'm accepting more love, gratitude, and the power to let go. How we feeling?
That's nice. I just kind of like felt everything go down instead of up. So it's really nice in my head.
You felt that circulatory energy versus a pause, a constriction, so to speak.
Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Thank you for sharing the breath. All right, sister, I'm going to let some people hop on and maybe share their experience.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right, peace. I think I might, does anyone else want to go live? Deborah. I don't know what's happening. Thank you guys. Feeling much better. Thank you so much. Much love, guys. If you guys want, you can hit the badge button. I'd appreciate that, or something else. Or, tag me in a testimonial. I'd be honored to just share what the breath has provided you in your experience. Share that with other breath conscious people. And, that's why I do testimonials. That's why I love sharing testimonials, because it's not just me sharing my experience, it's other people on their breath journey sharing their experience as well. And that's the beauty. And the wind is just agreeing to it right now. I hear it. Oof. I'm sure you guys see it. Much love, guys. All right, someone else wants to hop on. Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
Electric. And you?
Great. I had a question about breath work, and it also happened during that last exercise that we just did. So,
Okay. How do you feel? Yeah.
so I've had some experiences with guided breath work from people who are certified in different, I don't know, trademarks or whatnot. And also spontaneous intuitive breathwork sessions before, which were really amazing because they evoked energies in my body that I've only experienced with like psychedelic medicine and things.
Hmm.
So it can be pretty magical. There's an aspect I have a question about, and that is with breath work, like the sequence we just did. I notice sometimes I think it's energy gathers in my limbs,
Hmm.
and they become shaking, like, and vibrating, and literally I'll see my hand shaking, and then my muscles will start curling up, and like, or tendons, like my hand will start curling up.
Hmm.
And I'm not exactly sure what that means. I assume I have a lot of stuck energy blocked in my body. Maybe that starts flowing out of my limbs, but like literally my hand will just start like curling up like that.
Mm.
And yeah, I was just wondering if you could elaborate possibly on the mechanics of that.
Yeah, for sure. I do want to ask you though, did it feel a lot easier when that tingling feeling went down versus other times maybe you may feel a crash, so to speak? I don't know. I don't know if you're there yet. That's why everyone's different. So I'm just curious since you had some experience with it too. So
Right.
you can tell the difference a little bit.
I don't feel any crash. I've never felt any crash from breath work. It's
Okay.
always been really good. And I already feel like so much better since turning on your live, and just from following along with the techniques you've been sharing, and just like seeing you breathe has like attracted me to like do that within myself. And all of a sudden I've started feeling better and better already. So it's pretty magical. But there is an aspect sometimes where I just like during breath work, like, yeah, my limbs will start curling up and things like that. It can be like kind of embarrassing if it's like group sessions, or even it's been even with partners, like my partner
Yeah.
spontaneously, and I don't know.
Hey,
It's just
if you, I always say like, if you gotta fart, cry, laugh, let it out. Let it out. Let it all
yeah,
out. Spirit wants to express itself to its highest potential, and some of those blockages just need to be diminished.
right.
Let
Well,
it
the thing,
out.
I'm wondering if like they're fully, if I mean, energy always builds up again, but I wonder if it fully comes out in those times when practicing breath work, because it seems to get stuck at the ends of my limbs.
So there's many things, I like, solving the problem rather than dwelling on the problem. So there's many things you can do beyond the mechanics. What you're feeling at the end of the day is an energetic resonance heightening to its full potential, or going on to another level, so to speak, in that sense, because breath is a spark of blood, and what you're feeling is part of that. Wherever that blood is at that time, that is its experience, that it's experiencing or holding on to, maybe even a traumatic experience, and just wants to burst and diminish away from being in disharmony. We talked about harmonious things, so to speak, earlier, and that's what happens. So what you and that's what happens. So what you can do is ground, literally take off your shoes again, going to that earth, have your feet on the earth, and take a couple small, slow breaths like we did towards the end with this one, and really harmonize and feel what the energy from the earth, but not just that, the the antenna that we are, sending out frequency rather than always going back to the whole receiving thing. And this is also why we don't do any breath holding whatsoever, because breath holding, you're always gonna, that's a psychological part of you that's always looking to latch on to external things, so to speak, to validate or just be, so to speak, because it's more of the thing on the outside that is causing me to be, rather than the being on the inside that is causing you to be. So this is why we don't hold the breath in that regard. But going back to that train of thought, when that antenna goes into a more natural, rhythmic environment, you can absorb more from the spaces you're in. And it's even more powerful no matter where you're at as well. At 3 a.m. in the morning, or the earlier it is, before sunrise, before sunrise, because think about it this way, many people around you are more likely, quote unquote, sleeping, right? So you can take advantage of that harmonious energy because there's less dissonance that's beaming from people's emotions, cars, the daily honking of the cars, and sounds that is not in harmony with our bodies, so to speak. So
I lost
that's
you for a
another
minute
way of
there.
taking advantage of that. Oh, you lost me?
Okay. Yeah, for a minute there. I got a call real quick. So just to recap real quick before I get off and let another person get on. You were saying, hold on 1 second, my son. Hold on 1 moment, sorry.
Oh, good.
Go around back. It is now. In opportune times. But so you were saying basically like the oxygen will go towards places in your body where there's more blood. And so that likely might be like that kind of energetic buildup.
So yes, and most definitely. There's two sides of that. There's the hypoxia side, and in terms of breath holding to cause you to feel that type of stimulation, or the parasympathetic side, where that's actually a spark in terms of the nitric oxide aspect of it, sending a signal to that part wherever the tingling is happening. Because at that point in time, whenever that tingling is happening, how are you, what quality of breath are you going to be putting in to that vibratory resonance that is beaming right now, so to speak? What is the quality of energy you're going to put in that spot? And that is where the biggest factor comes into play. And saying that to say, you want to be putting in more nasal breaths and more harmonious thought pattern into that specific area of the body.
Into the opposite, or into that area of the body?
Into that area of the body, yeah.
Okay, so basically it's like telling me to put my attention there to work out that energy.
Yeah, that you can definitely easily look at it that way too. Another thing, here's something else you can do. Whatever that spot is, spray essential oils over it.
Nice.
Spray essential oils over that spot, because essential oils are electric themselves. It carries a certain frequency, each of them. I think it goes around from like 35 megahertz and up. Rose is one of the top ones in terms of frequency when it comes to oil. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds
definitely something like moon water for sure.
I have a little bit of a concern with essential oils, just like those, like flowers to make like tiny bottles, so it's a little sad, but
So yeah, it has to be organic. That's, people got to really look where they're getting their stuff from. That's one of the reasons why we made this company. It was quality over quantity, for real. And people are finally starting to understand that and the energetics behind it, because that's going to ripple into your abundance in terms of wealth, people, and everyday interaction of life. It really does ripple. It really does.
Yeah, totally. It's holistic health. Okay, thank you so much. And just asking, do you ever get similar, I mean, I'm sure you've been practicing for a really long time, a lot of the time. So do you ever get like that sort of shaky energy buildup type of reaction during your breath work?
Yeah,
You
yeah, for
have
sure.
to work.
I still get them. I'm still working out some things.
Okay.
Come on, the breath is still teaching me. I will humbly always say that because
Okay.
natural law is above. It's beyond law at that point. It's just it's natural law. It's not even above or below. It's just natural law. it that's
Right.
that's all it is. Natural law, and
Okay.
I do not go against natural law.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sister.
Appreciate it.
Peace. All right. Someone else wants to hop on? Chaz. Constantly scan to notice attention is a habit. Doing now.
Peace,
Cool.
peace, peace, guys.
Peace. Much love to you, brother.
Much love. I appreciate you taking the time out to teach yourself today. I've been appreciating and soaking up all of these beautiful reminders. I wanted to say, so you mentioned the thing about taking the time to let your feet breathe and even, taking your shoes off.
Mm-hmm.
And I got into the breathwork practice, and I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain that I made my dog throw up.
Oof.
I'm upstairs in my bedroom. He was downstairs in the living room. When we got to the end, I heard my roommates exclaim that he had thrown up, and then they kicked him outside for a while. So I was wondering if you knew anything about, communicating with animals through the breath.
Yeah, brother. The breath is a language. It really is. It has touch, seen all things, and the breath doesn't just carry. It's not a matter in itself. It carries a bunch of matters, like hydrogen. Within that hydrogen energy, you see water molecules, and water holds memory, right? Water is literally a technology. It really is. So, however we utilize water, it is going to get restructured in our body one way or the other. And going back to animals, this beautiful horse that's a client of mine, she was actually the one that introduced me to a fact that when horses first meet you, they match your breath pattern to tell whether you're a quote-unquote friend or foe. So they literally match your breath pattern. And it's an interesting thing when they match your breath pattern, because the more calm you are, the more cool they are, like just getting close to you, and they just want to be petted by you. And your thoughts, while on a specific breath pattern and the way it moves within the breath and the mind, it's a powerful it's a powerful attunement, so to speak, that anyone can use.
I feel it. Receive it. That makes.
And just like what happened to your dog, you raise the frequency so high. I don't know how you feed your dog, but maybe the frequency got so high and it purged that all the not negative energy, but any energy that does not heighten your sense of being and overall awareness has been purged. The filter is on. The filter is on. And it just ripples. And this was the symbiotic relationship I had that my friend Tommy, he does plant medicines, right? He hosts ceremonies and things like that. And he said that the ayahuasca gets you to a certain elevation of energy where any disharmonious things in your body is going to just purge. Be it crying, puking, smells like puking.
Yeah.
And it's funny he said that. I was like, well, interesting you said that, because I've done breath work with some people and they puke. They have they have purged. So it goes to show you how powerful harmonious breaths is for the body. And they took this 12-year-old going all the way to 17, or no, I think it was 10, going all the way to 17, and they did side-by-side photographs from him, and he was an excessive mouth breather, and you could see how it would deform his chin and everything. So imagine imagine your traumas and the disharmonious breaths you have been taking most of your life is doing to your body. Imagine the inside versus, if we can see that on the outside, imagine what's that doing to your body.
Right.
Imagine what's that doing to your thought patterns. Imagine you saw what it did to him. Imagine what it's doing to the cells. And having that effect into thought patterns. Imagine it. Can you imagine?
I actually would.
I can't. No one can fathom that.
Yeah.
Nobody can fathom that.
That's what my first reaction when I realized what I had done to him, because he was outside on the back porch, just right there outside my window. Like, I did everything I could to like send him peace and strength, you know. And I feel like it worked a little bit. Like, he calmed down, because he definitely, as the sister was talking about, like when you get so high energy that you kind of have like convulsions, or like it makes your body ripple. Like he's definitely had to deal with that anxiety for the longest. So,
damn, wow.
And it's not necessarily my dog. It's my roommate's dog.
Oh, okay.
So
imagine playing breathwork subliminal music to the dog. Imagine what that does to the animals over time, or any animal around you. Try it. Seriously, try it. I had a bunch of peacocks still come by us just by playing some of those musics. And I'm going to make one with peacocks and see what that does to this specific environment, because I'm going to be here almost every day, so I'm going to be building up the frequency here. And as the days go by, you know, I have a saying, what you do frequently becomes your frequency. So in this same specific spot, every single day, I'm going to build up that frequency. And that frequency is going to rise. And let's see how all the animals react to it. in this field.
have you ever heard of Leela Q Block?
Q Block?
Have you ever heard of Leela Quantum Tech?
No.
So apparently they have this like block, like shelf type nightstand system that copies frequencies, and you can put it into another object and take it with you.
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna
You gotta send me that.
Yeah,
Send me that.
I'm gonna send you the link to the YouTube.
Send me that.
Definitely.
Powerful. You know, the breath is quantum too. The breath is a quantum being. The breath, you know, when you're sleeping, you're breathing. In your dreams, you're breathing. Imagine how far does that go beyond human comprehension? Way beyond. Welcome to breath consciousness. Breath consciousness.
It's Leela, Leela, Quantum Tech.
Quantum tech. Powerful.
But yeah, like I said, much love and appreciation.
Much love, brother. Thank you for co-creating in this portal and elevating your frequency with the breath and sharing your experience with the breath. Much love to you.
Peace. Appreciate you.
Peace. Anyone else want to come on here live? we're on a roll. Mad Soul. Anyone else want to hop on here live? Oh, thank you guys for Spreading the love. Those badges are cool. I'm sending healing, positive, loving breaths to those who have gotten some badges. Much love to you. For real, sending this energy. All right, more people are just hopping on live. I'm really, really honored to be sharing the breath with you guys. Hello there.
Hi, I'm trying to turn this around and it won't go around.
Yeah, try double clicking it.
Oh, thank you. Help an old
Boom.
lady out.
There we
Thank
go.
you for helping an old lady out.
Hey, age is just a number. Trust me. Age is just a number. It really is. It's just a number.
It's just I'll go with that.
Think about how many breaths per lifetime. You're breathing in the same air as your ancestors. The same air. Just imagine that. So, damn, did we leave? Did we leave?
Aha. Aha.
Nah.
Turtles. That's why I love turtles.
They know. It's funny you said turtles. We saw our first turtle here. We've been coming here only for a couple days now, but we finally saw our first turtle. When Jen said turtle, I was like, I'm in the right space.
Yeah, man.
I be breathing like the turtle, so
I know.
I'm in the right space.
You I was laughed at a breatharian a couple of years ago. I was about to go down that path and whichever way, rigmarole, whatever, life, whatever. Anyway, it didn't happen. But one of my exes laughed at me about it, and I'm just so thankful for you because I know, you know what I mean? I knew what I knew, you know what I mean? And I'm just glad it's existing, you know what I mean? And I'm walking my way, you know, to it, you know, and that one time I randomly clicked on this sucker and got with you and did that one thing. I wanted to ask you quickly, you have so many offerings of which I'm so thankful for, but can you just direct me to just like one, you know, like because I'm just so overwhelmed and I want all of them, but I can't get all of them. And then I don't. And then I just get frustrated and overwhelmed and then I don't. So
it all depends on what you want to do and how you want to go about it. Yeah, I'm one of the few people out in the world that will breathe with you for a year. You can't find that many people.
No.
You just can't. You know, who's really like about it, you know? Just
yeah.
Who's really about it?
Yeah. It depends on what okay, so is there a consultation button? Like, well, then maybe I'm not looking at what I need to choose.
Oh, yeah, just DM me and I'll send you more offers and more in-depth. To be completely transparent, I'm just going to post it on my story and then maybe I can have like the DM button and then whoever.
Okay, well, since you said that, okay, can I just say clarity? Does that help direct me?
Yeah. If you can give me whatever, any questions or wherever your mind is directed.
Okay, so like where I have fragmented, like what happened with you, like not you but me, but anyway, like the breatharian thing. Even years ago, I wanted to learn how to wield a sword with Shaolin. I bought a book, never ended up doing it. Now I've ran into a teacher that I may be able to get it once a month, you know, some one-on-one training from. You know, there's just different things that I was trying to do years ago that didn't happen, and then I thought I didn't have a chance. Now I'm seeing the teachers show up, and then for me to formalize what I want to bring to the world, give to the world, you know, be here with or whatever, you know, with the stuff I really want to do, not the corporate stuff I already know how to do and I'm done with, but I'm still stuck in that, you know, but I got to walk onesie twosie, you know, to where I'm trying to go.
That's the beauty of alchemy breathwork. It's not to make, you know, it's not being mundane with the breath. It is being practical with the breath because that is how far in depth the breath has to offer. So it's everyday lives. You know, how are you breathing when you're not in the sit down session?
Very shallow.
Exactly. Because we've been taught or we practice in the sense of compartmentalizing things a lot.
Oh God, yes,
We
that's
do that.
it.
We do that. And when you do that, you're putting a barrier on yourself. You really are. You're putting your own dome, just like the earth. You're putting the dome on it. And
Mm.
that's not our nature. Our nature is multidimensional beings with no limit whatsoever in the sense of growth. And that's what alchemy breathwork is about. Alchemizing every breath, turning it into gold. Instead of material into gold, we're turning every breath into gold.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, have that. I have a yearly package. I have 6-month package, and then I have the 6-week package, and just Breath Family too, where we do Zoom calls together as a family as well. So that,
Really?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. There was just so much I went through. I think I'm gonna just sit down and look at all of them again and not be so like anxiety ridden and stuff and so excited
Play
because it's not
play
anxiety.
some
I'm just
subliminal
excited.
breathwork music in the background while you choose.
Oh,
Conscious choices, right?
okay. Okay. And you say okay. Right. I do the Hertz stuff. You know, I pick a Hertz and play it on YouTube.
Okay.
Like, or is that different than what you're talking about? I'm just trying to connect the dots here.
They're not different. It's still frequency, right? But now we're riding on the sense of breath frequency with harmonious music with it.
Okay. Okay.
Like how natural can we really make it? How organic can we make it? And
Okay.
that just topples everything because you can't do anything without the breath.
Right, at all, like ever. So, yeah, within seconds. Yeah.
Can't.
Okay, I tell you, it's common sense, but it ain't. Yeah. Mm.
Exactly.
Well, I
All right,
appreciate
sister.
it.
Thank you for hopping
Yeah.
on.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna leave. Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, man. I mean, Black Airbender guy. I love you, and I'm not like that, but like that. Bye bye.
Peace.
If I can figure out how to say bye. Okay.
Okay, someone else wants to hop on here. How do you have a badge? Not everyone has a badge for live. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Instagram is finally. I don't know what's up, but I'll put it to you like this. I'm in the sense of forget demonizing and putting energy into demonizing something, right? Forget that. Everywhere you turn, it's going to be something demonizing, right? Or something that has that demon characteristic to it. Why the hell would you want to do that? Everywhere you go, that puts you in fight or flight. Again, do you want to live a sympathetic style of breath, life, or parasympathetic breath, style, life? How are we breathing in these times? Does this person shallow my breath? When I look at this, does this shallow my breath? When I look at that, does that shallow my breath? Nope. Again, natural law. It's not above or beyond. It is just natural law. Oh, well, someone who has 1 million followers doesn't have a badge, but you do. So I am curious what their strategy is. Oh, I don't know. I believe in value. I really do believe in value. And the breath has a lot of value to provide in every dimensional side of being, life. It really does. It really does. And I've been blessed to have worked with so many people from different dimensions of life. It's a breathful blessing. It really is. To see how we can incorporate different styles of breath consciousness into that specific niche, you know? It's an amazing time to be alive and witness all over again. But the energy, man, the energy, you can't replicate this energy. It's a unique, powerful state of being and godlike focus. And that's what's happening. Because when you have that godlike focus and that perception, what you're bringing in is the fact that all life is equal, no matter how you look at it. Everyone is breathing. Everyone is everyone, so everyone is equal. Everyone is equal. So this goes beyond wrong, bad, all the other narratives you want to like label things. And again, compartmentalize. Number one question of the day. One of the number one questions of the day. There is no number two. There's a whole bunch of number ones. A whole bunch. That is the elevated consciousness that I'm in. A breath. Alright? The one. The one thing that was made for you to breathe with is the nose. It is the number one filter in the body. So filter it with positive subliminals as well. Filter it with energy from the sun. Filter it that way. The prana is real. It really is. The prana is real. The life force is real. Consciousness is real. It's a powerful awareness to have. And I do not want to go back at all. Whatsoever. You deserve support. Oh, much love to you. Someone says I'm an incredible inspiration. Man, we're all inspiring each other. The inhale it's there on everyone. The inhale is there for everyone. Breath consciousness. That's what we're all channeling. We are all channeling breath consciousness in different demeanors. Again, there could be the sympathetic way of life or the parasympathetic way of life. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. The choice is yours, guys. Oh, much love. Ashay, thank you for sharing all of your gifts. Rose Gold, do you want to come on? You want to hop on here live, sis? It's been a while. It's been such a long time. Oh, we have someone else that wants to hop on. Yeah, going back to value. I guess Instagram sees value now. I don't know. We don't have to always demonize things, guys. We really don't. It's easy to find dirt on something. Be the one to find gold. Be the one to find gold. There's enough dirt. There's enough dirt around. Be the one to find gold. And the breath is the golden treasure behind our whole existence. It really is. The breath is a poetic justice of love. It really is. It really, really is. Oh, someone wants to hop on live. All right, let me see if I can get all three of you in here. Oh, snap. Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, sister.
I'm so happy to be here with you both.
Likewise.
I just want to say, like, seeing you in this background every day makes me feel like so refreshed. Like, just the air that I get from over there is like, I'm like, I tell my husband all the time, I'm like, I want to be where he's at. Like, it's just, he's the best. He's like, who is this guy? I'm like, you don't understand. He's the black airbender. Like, so much fun watching you, everything.
I have to agree.
Much love to you, sister. Much love. Sending positive breaths outward.
I'm sorry. I have a specific question that I've been wanting to ask. Now, it does pertain to meditation and obviously breath work. So I noticed that if I'm doing some rather intense breathing activity in meditation, like I really fill up the diaphragms, and then release, probably about like a good solid 15, 20 to 20 minutes into it, I start noticing that my hands, like, I know it's normal to get like the tingling sensation and maybe even some numbness. But I notice that my hands tend to go into, like, it's like my tendons, it's like they feel like they're tightening up. And then my hands will kind of freeze into like a locked position. I don't know what that means. And because, I mean, I shouldn't be scared of it.
No,
but
you should. What you can do too is also tap that area.
Okay.
Yeah, tap that area.
I can do that in meditation.
Yep, that's what we do in alchemy.
Okay. So I mean, like, I guess I could just like take some magnesium as well. So that's just like literally the body just like tightening up. It's not like
you could taste the magnesium.
What?
Boy, I'm happy you said that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That's the power of nose-only breathing. You can alchemicalize your saliva to more of a heightened state, especially when you go into different patterns of it.
Okay.
Water holds memory, so man, it goes so deep. Breath consciousness, it really goes deep.
Okay. Cool.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your like right now your journey with like eating? Because I know I heard you speak before about it. I think you were saying at one point you were just on water, so just wanted a little update on that.
Yeah, I am. I've been 100% on liquids for literally 2.5 years now.
Okay.
Time is really moving, and it's been a 4-year journey. I was 80% for 2 years, and then I went 100% for the remaining foreseeable future at this point.
Wow. So what does that look like? Is that like a smoothie situation, or is that just like juice?
No, mainly a lot of coconut water, if anything.
Okay.
And just orange and mint from time to time, orange juices. Yeah, that's like the only thing for me right now.
Wow, that's so amazing. I was like, I just want to make sure that I asked directly because every time I catch like the live or something, it's like a little bit towards like the end, and I'm just like, I want to know if he's still on liquid. But I guess it's like a forever, like it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point of breath consciousness, to make it a lifestyle rather than, again, compartmentalizing it. We got to stop doing that.
Yes.
Especially
Yes.
with meditative practice. We got to beam out that frequency as much as we can, and that will forever change your life. And conscious awareness in all. I'm still here.
No, I totally agree and believe it. I've been fasting for a while. I was on the road. So just being on the road, like food is like nasty, and like even the salads are like horribly looking. So I was like really fasting for a while, and it really did like give me a boost of energy. And it also I lost a lot of weight because I was like a lot heavier, and I was just like, after that, I felt so free. Like my body felt free. Like not even just because I also felt like inches falling off of me, more of like also spiritual weight. I feel like just because of like everything that comes with like, the emotional aspect of eating and trauma and things like that. So I just felt like layers of were coming off.
Mm.
That's awesome.
I love the birds.
So that's the beauty of it as well. When I focus on someone who, if they want to lose weight, I tell them, well, if you're going to work with me, you're not just going to lose weight, you're going to also gain healthier cells. Thus, you're going to gain healthier mass. So that is where the big divide is when it comes to people who go on fast, but they don't pay attention to how much can I cellular regenerate. I know the stem cells is there, but still, you could do a lot more deeper work and see your human potential expand utilizing the breath versus not utilizing it.
So what would a program look like then? Or do you have multiple programs?
Like I said, it's all up to you how deep you want to take it.
Okay.
A whole year with me looks a lot different than 6 weeks with me. A lot
Right.
different. Yeah.
I really want to ask, like, what is the difference between, because I really feel a difference in your presence. Like, I'm not just saying that, it's like in your presence it just gives me a breath of air, I guess, is weird.
Negative ions just beaming.
Yes. So all of that, what is the difference between like practicing on your own and having a session with you? Like, what would you say? I don't know if I'm asking it the correct way because
No, you are.
Yeah.
You are. So that's a great question. That is where emotional intelligence really comes into play when you're by yourself. How much can you expand that internal presence of energy to the point where it follows you wherever you go? Like I said, we can't always put things in compartments. And if we keep putting things in compartments, we can't really expand.
Right.
So that energy still just flows. It just flows into, I may not do a couple sessions for 3+ days and just going back into it with a person, it gets elevated anyway because I'm also in the energy of sharing, which is another energy within itself in terms of providing value and just being in that rhythm of flow with the world, the universe, and how natural law plays its chord into every dimension, where the breath resides in every dimension. And you can really see the travels, quote unquote, and see the difference between the spectrum of the light impacting others versus you not doing it. So yeah.
Thank you for saying that. And it's crazy because I was just on another live. I forget his name, but he's such a powerful person, and he was telling us about all of the dimensions. He's like, there's 999 dimensions, and we're in the 9th dimension on the 999th planet. And I was like, oh wow, that's interesting. All of these, all
Number
of these,
9, 369 every day for me. Every single day.
yes. What is
369.
and I know what it means for me, like sonically, because I was also gonna say, like, it's the same thing for me when I study with a group, especially vocally. We feed off of each other's, like, I don't know, it's like a resonance that just goes throughout the,
Mm-hmm.
and even like chanting and any of that, it's like crazy energy. So I
Yep.
believe everything that you're saying. But what would you say about what were you just saying? I forgot.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a this is why I even started doing those events that I host now, where we do 1 hour of some alchemy breath work, and then the next hour it'll be it'll be just pure sound bath with different sound bowl healers. The last couple ones we had a violin player come in and out during the breathwork, which is really powerful. So, just imagine the next one. The next one is just it's gonna be mind blowing. Also, we ended it off with a shamanic voice, so it was just powerful, so powerful. You guys can also check that one out on my YouTube, and relive that experience. But man, it's just better in person. It really is.
Where are you, in Miami?
Yeah, Miami.
Okay, yeah. I have a friend in Miami. She invited me, and I really want to take my son there soon. So, Disney
Yeah,
World.
come out.
So,
It gets better with every breath. Literally, that event gets better with every breath. That's the value it holds.
oh no, trust me. The value, I know. Trust me.
Value.
I know that. But thank you so much for this time. I love chatting with you, and I really have to keep in tune. Sometimes I be like on another plane. I know you understand.
Yeah.
Figuring out legalities and things of this nature on this planet.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you got me, sis. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for sharing the breath. Peace.
thank you.
All right. The more we breathe with the nose, it helps to absorb minerals and vitamins. Yes, you got it. Does anyone else want to hop on here live? You're more than welcome to. You are more than welcome to hop on here live. Let's, converse. How do you feel on the breathwork that we did earlier? If anyone else didn't share and you want to share that, I'd be honored. And yeah, keep the breath flowing, guys. Keep it flowing. 99999. Oh, someone wants to hop on. It keeps on getting better. Wow, this is I might break my own record going longer on the lives. Hello there.
Hey man, how's it going?
Electric evenings to you.
You as well. Can I show you what I'm working on?
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Beautiful.
Breath inspired.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll show you another one.
Oh wow. Wow. I can feel that one. Clouds. Literally clouds.
Yeah.
literally blowing out clouds.
Wicked. Yeah, I'm 5 days into a fast. Fasted quite a few times before, but would always be smoking and drinking coffee while fasting. This is the first time I kind of put that aside, and holy shit, what a difference. I don't even know what I was thinking prior.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. I want to ask, did you get to try out some of the breathwork we did?
Yeah, I was there earlier. I'm actually doing the 9-day boot camp with Nick, so that's been pretty wicked. With
can you say
from the garden.
that one more time?
I've actually been doing the 9-day boot camp with Grub from the garden, Nick.
Oh, Nick, yeah.
So that's been wicked. It's definitely been encouraging. Yeah, I'm fucking nervous, man. You're like a legend, but like you said, we're all inspiring each other.
Exactly, all inspiring each other.
Yeah.
That is a quality of friends, people you want to be around, people who inspire, not suffocate.
Totally. No, I'm starting to get that more and more.
People who inspire, not suffocate you. You want people around you that has that resonance of the trees, always giving as well around you, that giving energy. Because it shows you that creation, you can co-create. You can co-create. It's not just about creating, it's about co-creation. And that sounds more eco-friendly within the eco co-creation.
Yeah, for sure. So I had a question about kombucha. I've been drinking kombucha this fast. I feel like it's helping me kind of let go of stuff, but I've heard kind of both sides of it. I wonder what you have to say about it.
So with kombucha, I want to ask you too, if you can recognize this. When you have it, do you notice it does something to your breathing?
Yeah. I don't know if I can pinpoint what exactly, but there's definitely a shift.
Exactly. There's a shift. You can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell. You can really tell. So I say that to say, kombucha, I don't promote kombucha. It's still
That's
alcohol.
what I figured.
But I mean, shoot, if you're gonna drink kombucha, you might as well drink urine.
Oh man, I've been heavy on the urine. I did my, I just did. I mean, I've honestly been on the urine for 5-6 years.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, honest. But I've been smoking and then while doing that, so it's kind of been whatever this up down thing. I was finally starting to see the value of just whatever, simplifying and not crashing.
The power in simplicity. Powerful.
Totally. But I just did a urine enema with diomethous earth.
Oh, dimetitious?
Yeah, whatever you say it. Holy shit. I've done enemas before, and that was definitely, I felt like I shat out my ego. I don't know how else to put it.
You know what's powerful? You know what's powerful too?
What?
Listen, guys, if you are not, even if you do not do urine therapy or is totally against it, whatever it is, whatever lies you want to tell yourself. If you're against it or whatever, or you can't get up to the courage of doing it yet, that's perfectly fine. This wine glass, you put water in there, or just something else. Please do not put coffee enema in here. It deserves so much more. It deserves a lot more than a coffee enema. But it also comes with 10 servings on the bottom to structure the water. But this is the only glass in the world that absorbs UVA rays and infrared rays. So you're literally drinking the sun. But you can even put fresh urine in here and then put it out in the sun for 30 minutes or an hour or so. And then put it back in and then put it into your enema. Those biophotons go and do its cleaning.
I saw you selling that. It definitely piqued my interest. I think I might just have to pull the trigger.
that's a biophoton clean for an enema. That's a real biophoton clean because you're literally absorbing the sun's rays in here and you're pumping it up there. And, that is also an alternative to, should I say, butthole sunning?
I have yet to get into that. Just in the middle of
But
the
this
city.
is an alternative because,
Yeah.
for some of us, for some humans out there in the world, what happens is we can't always do it outside in the cold and things like that, right? Or in public. So this will get you there. Doesn't matter what weather it is, as long as it's outside, there's the sun's biophotons coming from the sky falling down at us 24/7, 365. So it's going to absorb in here and absorb into this glass, and then you take it out there, then you do your enema stuff, you pour it in. Powerful. And you can even just put water in here. You can just do a water enema, but it'll be charged with biophotons, energy. That energy cleansing mechanism that we all have, and that our body tries to assimilate, which is the real food, so to speak, in our ionosphere, in our atmosphere, in terms of that hydrogen electron, so to speak.
Wicked. Thanks for sharing that. I'm definitely gonna look into it.
Yeah, and you can also get it customized, so you can put wordings on there too.
Cool.
If you want. So, water holds memory, and you can put whatever affirmation you want on there. For me, I have breathe on this one, so yeah.
Are you familiar with the Hydrolux from Sivan Bomar?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
So I have one. It just got shipped. I have yet to use it. I'm just curious what you have to say about it.
Again, you still can't beat the biophotons. What you can do is you can still have the water, take that specific water, and then amplify it even more with the glass.
Right. That makes sense.
There you go. You can put even alkaline water. For those who only alkaline, whatever it is, you can do the same thing with that specific powerful glass right there. That has also the ability to. It also has the ability to absorb. It has the ability to absorb the biophotons from the atmosphere, because you can put rose oil in there, you can put rose water, and it'll last 2 years versus any other bottle out there that will only last a couple days with rose oil, because rose itself is very delicate.
Cool. Last question, man. Thanks so much for your time, by the way. I'm still like nervous. Are you familiar with I've heard of using oil in enemas like years ago?
Oh yeah, I've done that before. Yeah, I would do. I used to do. Lavender
Okay.
and French.
And then what's that doing exactly? Kind of coating?
Yeah, it's powerful too, but and you only need 1-2 drops, please. That's it. Trust me, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
1-2 drops for each enema you do. That's really all you need.
Thanks for mentioning.
That's all you need.
Cool, man. Well, such an inspiration. I didn't think I'd have the nerve to request. I don't know. I just pushed the button. Here I am.
Hey, you found the courage and you found the breath to do it. That's what
right.
matters.
Awesome. Thanks for everything you do.
Thanks for hopping on here, brother. You're welcome anytime.
Awesome.
Where does one get the glass? You can get it in the link in my bio. Can you please talk about urine therapy? I've done a lot of research, but I'd like to hear what you have to share about it. Oh, okay. So urine therapy, the first time I did it was over 7 years ago. And I had the bottle right in the just sitting there for a long time. And mind you, the last thing I was trying to give up going from vegetarian to vegan was cheese. Cheese. I'd be ordering Domino's down there like an idiot in the nighttime. It was bad. It was real bad. So I say that to say, I got the courage, chugged all of it, went straight to the bathroom, a bunch of parasites flushed out, and I never touched cheese again because I could tell in my subconscious it was saying, you know it's a cheese. You know for damn well it's a cheese. Words, spells, food spells. Be aware. Yeah, so it's a powerful tool to use. I'm not going to say the M word because Instagram is definitely eyeing me at this point. I don't know why. All right, 10 back 10%. I've been a good boy, Insta. I've been a good boy. But shoot, even if I get verified at this point, I mean, the breath has already been verified. We're just all right, guys. I have a really important call. Thank you all for sharing the breath in this moment in time. And enjoy the replay. Share this, please, with those you think can benefit from knowing of what the breath has to offer beyond breath work in terms of alchemy breath work and the parasympathetic side of life versus the sympathetic style of life. So enjoy. Peace.